What's up, house groups? So this December revision, we're doing a series called Christmas Playlist, where we're taking a look at some of the old familiar Christmas hymns that were written just out of the joy that Jesus came for us, and looking at how they can inspire us and remind us of God's outrageous love. And the song for this week was Hark the Herald Angels Sing. You heard the whole history of it on Sunday. If you missed it on Sunday and you're interested, you can check out the podcast or head over to our YouTube channel and watch the video. But tonight what I want to zoom in on is one of the deep tracks in Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Like, all these old hymns have about 8 verses, and we only sing 2 or 3 of them. But there's one verse in this song that says, "Come, desire of nations, come. Come, desire of nations, come." And if your history is anything like mine and you grew up in these little Baptist churches that sang hymns all the time, that line might be a little bit familiar to you, even if you've never sang it as part of Hark the Herald Angels Sing before. Because you're like, man, I've heard that in other places, and you have. "O come, Emmanuel" says, "Come, desire of nations bind. Come, that long expected Jesus, dear desire of every nation." By the way, you're all welcome for that free Horrible concert. But this line shows up again and again and again in our Christmas songs, and it's a fascinating line. It's from a prophecy. It's the book of Haggai 2:7. God says, "I will shake the nations, and the desire of every nation shall come." And it's this multi-layered prophecy, because on the one hand, he's talking about rebuilding the temple. In Haggai's day, they're going to rebuild this temple that was shaken, that was broken, that was in tatters, and it'll be, this new unshakable temple. But he's also talking on a grander scale, because we know in our day and age that temple was shaken again. It was destroyed all over again. But there was one who was coming who'd be the temple who got broken but rose again unshakable. And God says that he's the desire of every nation, which is a really cool way to think about Jesus. I think in our world today, it's easy in the craziness of Christmas to miss that, to sit there and look at the manger scenes and think about all this stuff is just cute and nice and fun to celebrate, but forget the power of Jesus, the power of what it means that God stepped out of eternity into history to be with us. There's people all around us who think that Jesus was just a really good guy. He was a great teacher. He was this, cute little baby who turned into a really good man, but nothing miraculous about him, nothing divine. And even in our own lives, I think sometimes we approach Christmas with this idea that Jesus is Savior, but maybe not Lord. We like it that he came to save us, but we're not sure we want to give up complete control to him as the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Creator of all things. And this Christmas, my challenge for all of us is just to remember that this baby in the manger is Lord. That he is the wonderful counselor, mighty God, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace that Isaiah promised. And he came to shake things up. He didn't just come to make the world peaceful. He came to shake up the evil and shake up the devastation and shake up the problem areas of this world. Jesus came to shake the nations. And he's the only one. This baby in the manger at Christmas is the only one and the only thing that can fill the longing. This desperate longing that every one of us has deep in our heart. In the middle of this shattered, broken, shook world. Our world has been shaken. And in the middle of all that, Jesus is the only one who can fill our deepest desires and everyone else's around us too. And so this Christmas, as we celebrate that the desire of nations came, I just want to encourage us to pause and step back and allow our hearts to just be filled to the brim once again with just awe and wonder at who God is and the fact that Jesus came for us. And let us let ourselves be so filled all over again with that awe and wonder that it just spills out of us and we tell everybody around us, because Jesus is the only one who can fill the deepest desires of their shaken hearts as well. He's the temple destroyed that cannot be shaken. He's the one that we need. He's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and he came for us. It's the coolest thing in the world.